सरस्वती भूषण सौभाग्य की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय, नामाचार्य शील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, सौभीत भक्तविंद की जय। All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled.
O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities, or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death.
Where is that boy who said that some Nepali boy has come? You told me some new boy has come. Huh?
Sinnanti gayanti ginanti avekšnasa smaranti nandanti tava ihitang jana taeva pasyanti achirena tavakam bhava pravaha uparamam padambujadayam. Padambujam. So, in the previous verse, it has been explained, bhavesh means klishanti. This is the problem, klishanti. Simply laboring and klishanti means suffering. Suffering the hard work. Everyone. Klishanti. Everyone is working very hard for maintenance, struggle for existence. Titiya shaktirishyate. Karma sangha anya. Titiya shaktirishyate. Here, in this material world, you have to work very, very hard, just even for maintenance. And what to speak of sense gratification. This is the position. Bhavesh means klishanti. Bhavesh means klishanti. Avidya kama karma bhi. If you work hard, at least there is some expectation, just like ordinarily a boy takes education, works very hard so that he may be very successful in examination, and then he passes, then he works hard to get a good job, then in the job, in the service, he works very hard so that he may get promotion. So the hard working is going on. You cannot stop. Krishanti. But unfortunately, they do not know the aim of life, why we are working so hard. That is the reason. But generally we are working hard for sense gratification, that's all. Enjoy the senses. That is the whole civilization. So, intelligent person, they should be aware that simply for sense gratification, if we are working so hard, then this is being done by the animals also. Then what is the difference between us and the animal? But they are so mad after sense gratification. Nunang pramattak kuruti, they are prepared to work for some thing which one should, just like stealing or black marketing. And there are so many things. They are working hard. Even a thief, he is risking his life not to work hard, but he is risking his life, especially in the Western countries. The burglars, they risk their life because there the law is that anyone trespassing within your house, even ordinarily, you can kill him, is it not? The law is so hard that even if you enter anyone's gate, anyone's property without permission, he can kill you. Is it not? I'm right? Yes. Here in India, we don't take it so seriously. So many people are passing here and there. But in your country, I know
that one of our boy went to pick up some flowers in Los Angeles and he was fired. Of course, he did not like to kill him, but the firing was there. Uh, so, just see, for sense gratification, the thief taking the risk of his life. Working, not only working hard, those who are not thief, they are working very hard to get some money, honestly or dishonestly, and those who are not very honest, to steal. They make so many plans, so many devices to steal at the risk of life. So the life in this material world is not very easy going. Therefore this very word is used, bhavesh mean klishyamanana. Everyone is working very, very hard. But they do not know what is the aim. Why they are working so hard, that they do not. Generally, as I have already explained, that a man works very hard to get some money, some good bank balance, so that in old age he can live very peacefully without any disturbance. Of course, that is not possible, because at that time he may have money, but he is full of anxieties. A family man, old man, is always chintamagna. Chintamagna, well, this boy is not well situated, that boy has not educated, his education is not yet finished, and that girl has lost his husbands are rejected. Where is the peace? There cannot be peace. Krishanti, again, he tries to adjust that boy, that girl, that grandchildren, that going on. Therefore, Shankaracharya, he has said, balastavat kriyasakt. The children, they are very working hard for playing. They are also getting perspiration, but they are taking pleasure in jumping and this way and that way. The balastavat kriyasakta. And Jubak, what is the other name of Jubak? Yes. What is the Sanskrit name? Jubak tavat juvati rakt. That young men, they are busy working very hard. Where is woman? Where is woman? Where is that girl? Where is that girl? He is also busy. The boy is busy, and the young man, he is also busy, love affairs, to find out a suitable mate. And similarly, Jubakastavat jyoti rakta. And after young life, when one becomes old, vriddhastavat chintamagna. The old man is full of anxiety, absorbed in thought, how to do it, how to do that. It is not. In this way, everyone is busy. Parame brahmani kopi na lagna. Nobody is interested in Krishna consciousness. This is the difficulty. That they do not know. This human life, we are working so hard. Just like we have taken this Krishna consciousness movement, we are also working very, very hard to collect money and to construct temple and to educate people. This is also working hard. But we have got an aim. It is not without aim. Theoretically or practically, we have accepted it that if we can please Krishna, then our future is hope. We have got some hope. But what these people have got hope, these Kurmis, they have no hope. simply wild goat chasing, that's all. They do not know what is the aim of life. Nati vidu sarthagating hi Vishnu. They do not know the real aim of life is to satisfy Vishnu. Sarthagating. Jagga, the Varnashram dharma, when Ramananda Rai was asked by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is the actual aim of life for which one should work? So immediately Ramananda Rai quoted one verse from Vishnu Puran that Varnashramacharvata Purushena Parapuman Vishnu Aradhate Pungsang Nanna Tattosu Karana. The aim is to satisfy Vishnu. We should always remember this fact that we are eternally servant, part and parcel of Krishna or Vishnu. As I have given many times the example, there are so many parts of the body, but what are they meant for? To satisfy the belly. You are walking, you are catching, you are thinking, you are doing so many things. What is the aim? The aim is satisfy the stomach. You cook, you earn hard money, and then you purchase goods and cook nicely and put it into the stomach. Is it not? So, that there is a story in the Hitopadesh. Udarendriyanam. Udar means this belly, abdomen, and indriya means senses. Udarendriyanam. What is that? All the different parts of the body, hands, legs, fingers, and everyone, they held a meeting that we are working day and night, and this rascal abdomen is sitting down and eating. He is doing nothing. We are collecting everything and putting into the stomach, and he is eating, sitting. So, strike, we shall not work. So strike, Udar said, all right, you strike, what can I do? I cannot work. You can strike. So they did not work. Did not work means there was no food given to the stomach, gradually they become weak. The indriyas, the different parts of the body, they become weak, because if you cannot eat, naturally you will eat. Then again next meeting they held that what is this? Why you are becoming weak? Then they decided that the stomach must be given, sir, we have to work. This is our position. Krishna is Bhokta, and we are parts and parcel of Krishna. That means we have to work for Krishna. This is a fact. If you don't work for Krishna, then you will starve. That is the position. But these rascals, they do not know. Nati vidu sarthagating hi Vishnu, exactly in the same way. As these rascal, different parts of the body, limbs, they did not know that without satisfying the stomach, we shall die. Similarly, these rascals, these karmis, those who have come to this material world, they do not know that without Krishna consciousness, without satisfying Krishna, they will simply starve, struggle for existence. Klishanti, simply their labor will be frustrated. That is the philosophy. Therefore, bhavesh means klishanti, klishyamanana, simply wasting time, without knowing what is the aim. The aim of life is you have to satisfy Krishna. We have repeatedly Therefore Krishna says nothing. That is the most confidence and knowledge, Arjuna, I am giving you. I have spoken to you Bhagavad Gita in so many detail, but because you are my intimate dear friend, I give you the most confidential knowledge. Guhyatamam, this word is used. What is that? Surrender. That's all. Sarvadharman parityajyama. This is the most confidence. Simply surrender and do what I say. That is the fair. If we act as Krishna says, then we shall be very, very happy. There is no doubt about it. And if we do not act, then we shall suffer. This is fact. There is no question about it. Just like I have several times told you, Krishna says, Pujjannat anna sambhava annat bhavanti bhutani bhavanti, meaning you flourish, you become healthy, your mind becomes sound, your brain becomes sound if you eat properly. Naturally, just like the stomach must be satisfied. If the stomach is satisfied, you get the energy immediately. Different energy is produced, different secretion is produced, and one secretion is sent to the heart, one secretion. That is medical science. And then it is turned into blood, then there are different veins, they are distributed all over. The big machine is going on, big factory. Simply you have to give the raw materials to the factory and things will come out. So, similarly, you have to satisfy Krishna, but we do not know that. Durasaya bahiratthamanina. These rascals, they are thinking that without Krishna consciousness, without satisfying Krishna, we shall adjust by this material advancement. That is durasaya. Everything has been discussed. It will never be possible, sir. If you don't take to Krishna consciousness, this is your wrong idea. That you will be able, durasaya, that's what this very word is used, durasaya. Asaya means hope. So, this is a wrong hope. You cannot. Exactly the same example. If they combine together all the senses, they pass resolution not to give any food to the stomach, and we shall be easier not to work so hard. But that is durasaya. That is not possible. You are hoping wrongly. That is not possible. So durasayaji nati vidu sarthakating hi Vishnu durasayaji vahirathamanina. Then why people are leading in that way? So many political leaders, social leaders, nobody speaks of Krishna. They are simply making plan. This party, the Communist Party is making one plan, the other party is making plan, other party. But the world is suffering. So, therefore, they have been described in the Shastra, andha. Andha means blind, rascal. They do not know actually, they have no knowledge that without Krishna consciousness, the human society can be happy. That is not possible. They do not know this. But by Krishna's grace, by our Guru Parampara's grace, we understand, we people who are conducting this Krishna consciousness movement, that without being Krishna conscious, nobody will be happy. Therefore our struggle is different. We are trying to make the people actually happy. Sarve sukhino bhavantu. Everyone become happy. Otherwise, what is the use of collecting so much money and constructing such big building and inviting them, please come here, we have got nice room, and you shall get food without any hard work. Why you are? Still they will not come. Still they will not come. Now in this village, we have got such a nice building, I invite you, come here, but still, how many are coming? So, therefore, it has been used, klisamananam, these rascals and fools must suffer. Must suffer. There is no other way. Klisamananam. The next step, it is said that the bhavapravaha uparamam. The next verse. What is that? Sinnanti gayanti. This is the process. Sinnanti. Simply sit down. You haven't got to work very hard. Sinnanti. Sthane sthita sutigatang tanuvang manovi. You don't require to change your position. You simply hear. Therefore this very word is used in the beginning. What is that? Sinnanti. Sinnanti means hears. Simply hear. And gayanti. So just like we say Hare Krishna and all repeat Hare Krishna, gayanti. Sinnanti, first of all hear. Hare Krishna. The leading singer, he says Hare Krishna and we repeat Hare Krishna. The sinnanti, gayanti. Very simple method. Sinnanti, gayanti, gnanti, and takes it very seriously. Accept, yes, this principle will alleviate all my sufferings. Serious. Sinnanti, gayanti, gnanti, aviksnasa. Aviksnasa means continuously. Not that for some days I do and then again I go to my own habits. No. Aviksnasa, continually. Smaranti, and if you take it, then naturally you will think of Krishna. Smaranti, nandanti, and then gradually you will be pleased, you will feel pleasure. Otherwise, hackney, how you can continue? From early in the morning you are chanting, unless you feel some pleasure, how you can do it? Artificially it is not possible. Nandanti. And what is the subject matter? Tava hitam. Simply glorifying the activities of Krishna. Just like we sing, Udila Aruna Purava Bhage, Dijamani Gora Amani Jag. This is our subject matter of singing. What is this? The activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That as soon as there is early rise of the sun, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately started his Nagar Sankirtan. Not of any other, Sri Chaitanya. Tabahitam. Simply, the subject matter must be there. If I hear, the subject matter must be there. The subject matter is Krishna's activities. Chaitanya and Krishna is not different. So, tabe hitang jana, jana, public, if they do it, then saeva pasyanti, such person, what will be the result? By this sinnanti, gayanti, ginanti, aviksnasa, by this process, what will be result? The result will be saeva, taeva pasyanti. They will be able to see you. Simple by this process. Has anybody seen Krishna? Krishna cannot be seen. Atasya Krishna namadi na bhavid grahayam indriyai. There are so many people there ask, where is God? Can you show me God? That means people in general, they cannot see God. That is not possible. Because with these eyes, these senses, we cannot understand. We cannot understand even why they are chanting. Just like yesterday this man was asking, why this chanting? Because blunt senses, they cannot understand what is the meaning of chanting and why chanting. Atha Sri Krishna namadi na bhavet grahyam indriyayi. It is not possible. But sevanmukhehi jivhado sameva suratada. When we take to the service spirit, here we are training people how to render service. Then gradually he will be able to understand what is this name of Krishna, what is the form of Krishna, what is the activities of Krishna. That is explained here. If you follow this process, sinnanti gayanti ginanti aviksnasa smaranti nandanti, then taiva pasyanti. When achirena, very soon, not that after millions of years, no. Achirena, immediately. If he is actually serious, if he has no offense, then achirena, sinnan, achirena, taiva pasyanti achirena tabakam, your, what is that? Your padambujam, you can see your lotus feet. Athapite deva padambujadvayam prasadaleshanugrihita eva hi janati tattam. Padambujadvayam prasadaleshan, if one can see nahang prakasa sarvasya jugumaya, nobody can see. But if one is fortunate, if he can see, that is possible by this process, sinnanti gayanti, that is possible. Then what will be the result? The result is bhava pravaha uparamam. Finish this business. What is that business? Working hard day and night without any aim of life. This will be finished. As soon as one is able to see the padambujam, lotus feet of Krishna, then immediately bhava pravaham. So who can see? Unless he is advanced spiritually. First of all, everyone is under the impression there is no God. And another way of denying God, yes, there is God, but he has no form. He has no head, he has no tail, he has no leg, he has no. It is another way of denying God. Definition and negation. One says directly there is no God, and another man says, yes, there is God, but he has no leg, he has no hand, he has no mouth, he has no this, he has no this. Then where is God? It is another way of denying God. This Mayapur philosophy, what is that, crows? No. So, here, the devotees, they are not impersonalists. They first of all see the lotus feet of Krishna. Not that no hand, no leg, no head. That means there is Upanishad, the Brahma Samaj, Rabindranath Tagore. So he addresses Ohe Tumi, no Ohe Tumi. Who is that Ohe? They do not know. Ohe, impersonalist. Ohe Tumi. In the Brahma Samaj, they pray Ohe. Ohe, why Ohe? If you know God, then you address him by his name, just like we say, Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu. We know what is God. We don't say, oh hey, why do you? No. We know, Hey Krishna, directly address Krishna. He Krishna Karuna Sandhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate. So that is the benefit of the devotee. By this process, Sinnanti Gayanti Jinanti, you immediately, achirena, very soon, the more you are sincere, you will be able to see, first of all, the lotus feet of the Lord. Padambujam, the lotus feet of the Lord, you will be able to see. And that is the way of seeing. First of all, you have to see the lotus feet, then gradually the thighs, then at last the beautiful face. Therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto, second canto are two lotus feet of the Lord. We have to read very carefully because you have to see first of all Padambuja. Don't go all of a sudden to see the face of the Lord. Just like the Sahajas did. Their reading of Bhagavat means Ras Lila. Ras Lila is the smiling of Krishna, where Krishna is personally enjoying. Very sweet smiling. So you don't try to see the smiling of Krishna immediately. First of all, try to see the lotus feet of Krishna, Padambujam. Then gradually rise. When you are accustomed to see, as soon as you close your eyes, immediately see Krishna's Lord, then you go further, go further, go further, go further. And that is Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second canto, third canto, fourth canto. In this way you have to go to the 10th canto. Then 10th canto means the head, and then the 10th canto, the chapters, 29 to 35 chapter, that is smiling. Don't try to see Krishna smiling immediately. Then you will be baffled. It requires qualification and it requires time. But if Krishna is pleased, he can show his pleasure, smiling immediately. That is his special favor. But the general way is to see, first of all, the lotus feet of Krishna and make your endeavor perfectly done by this. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Sinnanti Gayanti. This is the process. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Yes. Hopefully I'm audible well. Hare Krishna. So we'll start with the Q&A part. So Prabhupada was explaining initially about the problem. Klishyanti. So this is a problem that Klishyanti means suffering from the hard work. And this Klishyanti that you are also able to see in the today's scenario also. Prabhupada explained this thing with the example. So does anybody remember how it is visible in today's world, this Klishyanti, which is suffering because of the hard work? And what example Srila Prabhupada gave for this? Okay. Shambhari Maya Prabhu.
So Prabhupada gave two examples. So first was of the boy, how he studies and then he works very hard for studying education. Then he give the exams and then he take the job. Then again he struggles in job for promotion. And this is how the struggle goes on. Further, Prabhupada gives the second example of a man. Man works very, very hard and he says, when I become old, I will live peacefully. And then, but no, it is not like that. Then Prabhupada quoted like how my boy is not properly situated. my girl, his husband has lost.
Husband was
So
lost.
there will be some or the other chinta.
Yes. Hari Bol, Jai. So this is how the Klishyanti is visible in today's scenario. Prabhupada gave a very wonderful day-to-day example. Now, Prabhupada this is a question to our online audience. So, what is the reason why common man, he works very hard? What is the reason? And does he able to achieve the whatever result for which he is working so hard? Is he able to manage to achieve the result? What Prabhupada said in this connection. As well as you can also explain what Shankaracharya also is a little hint, what Shankaracharya says in this connection. So somebody from online devotees would like to give answer for this. They may raise their hand. I'll give the rights to unmute them. Hare Krishna. Somebody? Okay. Kaushal Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Can you please go ahead?
Hare Krishna. Can you
Yes,
hear me,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yes. So, if I understood your question properly, the reason why people are working so hard is purely because, first of all, for sense gratification
Mm-hmm.
only. And so, I
Prabhupada
mean,
explained a little differently this in this particular class. Remember, Prabhu?
um, no, I just remember that Prabhupada mentioned that that is the current civilization, which is also followed by animals.
Okay,
So, what
okay.
is the difference? And
Uh,
yeah, and then Shankaracharya, I think the quote was to please, it is to please Vishnu. One should always work to please Vishnu.
yeah, and it's a little different, Ruji, which I have noted it down.
Okay.
Sudhir Prabhu, yes. Can you go ahead? Would like to give a try. Hare
Then,
Krishna, Sudhir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada said that you have to, the person works very hard so that he, in his old age, he will be able to comfortably live his life
Yes,
and do bhakti. But in this connection, he has given few examples that even the robber works so hard that he gets he plans risk his life and does all the activities to get some money.
correct,
Hari.
correct. And Shankaracharya says that the children, they keep themselves busy in playing, where the youth, they keep busy themselves finding girl, and then old age chinta magna. So that aim for which he is working hard, it is not achieved. He becomes chinta magna at the end of his life, even though he is kind of little bit comfortably situated, but still he cannot achieve the goal for which he is working very hard. Haribol, Jai. So basically, this was the thing. They work hard for the comfort. Then Prabhupada was explaining that devotees also work very hard. Prabhupada was saying that we collect money, we build big, big temples, and then we distribute books, we prepare prasadam. So many things devotees also do. And they also work very hard. Then what is the difference between the hard working of a devotee versus the hard working of a common man, which Prabhupada mentioned earlier? So what is the difference between the hard working of a devotee and the hard working of a karmi? Does anybody remembers? From online audience?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes,
Uh,
Sudhir Prabhu.
uh, Prabhupada said that devotees work very hard and they earn money or does book distribution. All they do it in the service of the Lord. He gave an analogy that all our body parts work hard to feed our stomach. If you don't feed our stomach, then all the body parts and other uh, portions of your body will deteriorate or feel weak. So
They will starve.
it is must that we should feed our stomach first. Similar way, we should worship and do all the services to please Vishnu and Krishna.
Haribo Jai. So, so devotees also work hard with a hope. At least we have a hope that the Krishna will be pleased with our hard work or endeavor. So this is the difference between the hard working of a devotee versus hard working of a karmi. Then Prabhupada quoted a conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Rai that what is the aim for which one should work, and then Ramananda Rai answers that it is to satisfy the Vishnu. Then Prabhupada gave an example of the body parts are cooperating with the stomach. Very famous example. Then Prabhupada was saying that if you don't work for Krishna, then you will also starve. You will also not feel satisfied, although you have so many comforts of your life, but still you will find something missing. That is because you have not worked for Krishna. We can see very well in the case of Vyasdevji also, right? So Vyasdevji, he was also not feeling satisfied because he had not sufficiently glorified Krishna in his Vedic writings. Then Prabhupada was saying that if we act for Krishna, then only we will feel satisfied. Parjanyat anna sambhava. So this is a cooperation. The cooperation is always needed. Then, but there is some class of people, they are called as Durashraya. So what is the definition of a Durashraya category of people which Prabhupada mentioned in this class? Yes, Karthik Prabhu. So Prabhupada very wonderfully explained, yes.
Here Prabhupada was saying Durashraya means wrong hope.
Wrong hope. What is the wrong hope? Can you explain?
Yes, just like body parts were thinking we don't give food to the stomach, we'll enjoy or we'll be fine because stomach is doing nothing. But that is wrong hope. If we don't serve Krishna, we are thinking like we'll adjust here, we enjoy ourselves in material world, then we'll enjoy. That is wrong hope.
So by adjusting material advancement, we cannot be happy. So only Krishna consciousness is the solution. Haribol Jai. So this is what the category of Durashraya. So then Prabhupada is explaining, then Prabhupada explained, he addressed politicians by the word andha. Why? Because the politicians make some or the other plan. They adjust materially, but instead they do not keep Krishna in the center. So, and that's how these andhas are leading the other andhas. Blind is leading the blind. Then, having said that this is the fact that we are always trying to adjust the things materially, then Prabhupada gave a solution that how can one make a transition from this consciousness, material consciousness, to a spiritual consciousness. So what is the solution Prabhupada mentioned, which is of course quoted in Srimad Bhagavatam in the I guess earlier verses or subsequent verses. So what is the process, or how do we make a transition from this material consciousness to a spiritual consciousness in order to feel the actual pleasure of our life? So what is the process? Yes, Pratik Prabhu.
So Prabhupada was saying that we simply have to hear, and what we hear we have to repeat. So if we hear kirtan, we have to chant in kirtan, and if we do that, we cultivate remembrance, smaran.
So if we do it once in a week, will be able to do that?
We have to do it continuously.
So abhignasha. So in that way we will be able to remember, and then nandanti. Then we will feel happy. Haribol Jai. So process is Shrinvanti Gayanti Abhishnisha and Smaranti Nandanti. So that is the transition. This is a process through which we can make a transition from a material consciousness to a spiritual consciousness. Then Prabhupada explained that the subject matter of this should be Krishna or his activities. Shrinvanti Gayanti. It should not be anything mundane. Just like in the morning we sing the song Udilo Aruna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a glorification of the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada says Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are same, not different. So the subject matter should be of Lord Krishna. So if we do that, then what is the result? What is the result which is promised in the Vedic scriptures or Srimad Bhagavatam? If we follow this process, of course one result is, like mentioned, we feel bliss. But Prabhupada gave more to it. What is the result one can obtain if he follows this process? Yes, Ritesh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada was mentioning by this following this process, we will be simply able to see Krishna. So that is the also result.
That is the also result.
Yeah, Saev Taev Pashyanti.
Haribol. So we will finish this business of working hard day and night. Bhava Pravaha Uparamam. So we will able to finish, and then with our service, if the Krishna is pleased, then he will award us with his vision or his name, form, activities. All these things will be revealed to us. So that is the result one will obtain. Then Prabhupada was saying that there are some class of transcendentalists or so-called transcendentalists. They say that there is God, but they say it indirectly that there is no God. So what is the indirect way of saying that there is no God? This is a question to our online audience. Shubham Patil Prabhu, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Yes.
Prabhupada ji was mentioning like there are some people who are directly saying that there is no God, but there are some other people who are saying like there is God, but God is not having any form, like no hand, no legs, and no other body parts. So Prabhupada was mentioning like what is this? This is, we are saying there is no God indirectly. Like that.
Correct. So this is how, this is what basically a Mayavadi philosophy. Haribol, Jai. Correct answer. So this is a Mayavadi philosophy. He also gave example of Brahma Samaj. They say, oh hey, what is this oh hey? Prabhupada was saying that they have no clarity. Then, last question. Then Prabhupada said that how Krishna should be approached and how Krishna should not be approached in the last section. He gave very categorically warned us that we should not approach Krishna in this particular way. So, what is the way in which we should not approach Krishna? Which is mentioned by Srila Prabhupada in the last section. If you have heard the last section, then it will be very easy answer. Yes.
So Prabhupada was explaining like we should not see Krishna's face directly whenever we have to take the darshan. Of, we should have a process like we can go from top to bottom, like from bottom to top. Just I was it's on the bad pronunciation. So we can see first the lotus feet of Krishna and then we can gradually move upward. And Prabhupada was explaining it with the reference of Srimad Bhagavatam also in that way.
So this way we should go. How we should not go?
Not directly see the face of the Krishna, like directly go. Yeah.
We should not become Sahajiyas.
Sahajiyas, yeah, kind of.
Haribol, Jai. So we should not become Sahajiyas and imitate the basically Sevan Mukhe hi jivvado Swayam eva spuratiyada. It is automatic. It is automatic. It should not be imitated. So the Sahajiyas basically they imitate. They directly approach Krishna rather than his devotional service. So thus we will end our question and answer. Time is also up. Thank you so much devotees for participating in today's class. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedant Swami Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
We'll close our stream.